so something interesting happened. I already checked into the flight yesterday, and my seat was supposed to be 5K, but it's now changed to 1K. They don't have first class on this flight, so I don't know why the seat number has been changed. Hi, this is Ken and welcome to my channel, Ken Travels 360. So just arrived at Heathrow at the crack of dawn for the flights to Bahamas. Normally, I'll just take the tube to go to Heathrow Airport, but since the flight is really early and there was a trip strike, so the service is still patchy today, it's better to use a minicab instead. This was the car that we used to come here. Welcome to Terminal 5. So walking to the first class check-in now, the first wing. The airport is rather busy now, but I don't see any queue sneaking out from the first wing, which is good news. Right, another month, another entrance to the first class lounge. This is the breakfast food in the first class lounge. So usual English breakfast. They've got croissant and pain au chocolat here. Just waiting for the flight to Nassau, Bahamas. Got myself a CNC Negroni. Okay, it's time to leave the lounge now. We're now gonna go to the B gates. So the Christmas tree is already out, and we're still in the first half of November. Gonna go in. Here we are on the transit trains to gates B and C.
Please hold on. Transit is departing. Next stop, gates B32 to B48. Second stop, gates C52 to C66. Stop gates B32 to B48. Remain on transit for gates C52 to C66.
There is a BA Galleries Business Lounge at Terminal 5B. We spent a few minutes there, and I will have a separate video in the future to show you how this lounge is like.
Doors opening.
So walking to the boarding gates now is B38. It's all the way to the front of the terminal. So they just checked my boarding pass. It looks like it's another self-service boarding here again.
Then we'll be like, yeah, my thing's acting up, so I'm struggling.
Oh, thank you. So it looks like it's the new Cupwell Suite for this flight. I'm seated at 1K, and this is my seat. At the front, there is a little wardrobe to hang your own jacket. And here we've got the tray table. You put it out and it will be your dining table. So you see the normal Cupwell, new Cupwell suite has a door. However, it's not available here at 2K or 1K. Well, my apologies. The reason there are no doors in this cabin is because actually this is the first class. So on some routes, even though they only have 3 cars of service for sale, they use an aircraft that has 4 classes of service, such as this one. In this case, they will usually people with high enough status, executive club gold status, for example, to this first class cabin. Oh, this should have given me the clue. We got the headset for first class. Initially, I didn't notice that we have been upgraded to the first class seat. I've been in both the new Cup World Suite as well as this first class seats before, and I think it's actually telling you that how good the new Cup World Suite is that I initially didn't notice the difference. This one doesn't have a door and it has a little bit more leg room, but otherwise the Cup Suite is still very comfortable, and yeah, so it's funny, but now I realize, yeah, we're in first class. So one features of this window here is you can adjust the blind electronically. So this is the menu today. For starter, I've chosen the roasted cauliflower soup, and for the main course, I've chosen the slow roasted short rib of British beef.
It's all doors to automatic and cross-check, thank you.
So the aircraft has just pushed back. So just to be clear, we have been upgraded to the first class seat here, but the service is still gonna be Cup World. So we're ready to take off. So the plane has taken off. So just being, yeah, I'm going to Nassau.
Nassau, there you go.
Thank you. So because this plane is first going to Nassau or Bahamas and then heading on to Grand Cayman later, some people are given the immigration form for the Bahamas, but for those who are heading to Grand Cayman, they don't have to fill this in. So I was just given the hot towel. I think this hot towel service was suspended during the pandemic, but since the end of October, the normal cup service has been restored. So we're gonna experience this soon. During the pandemic, the whole meal is presented in one tray to minimize personal contact. But now the pandemic has ended, we are gonna get our food served course by course. So that's gonna make it much nicer. So let's see what the first class headphone is like. So this headphone is from Meridian, and it looks like this. Thank you. Thanks.
You're welcome.
Cheers. The champagne has just arrived. This is the Canard Duchesne, which I think is much better than the Palmer's and Co. that they serve in the lounge. So this is a noise cancelling headphone, which works really well. I can't hear anything else. I don't think I can even hear myself speaking. So I just browsed through the onboard entertainment system, and I've chosen this movie for today. It's the new movie from Brad Pitt, Bullet Train. So as I have mentioned before, they have now resumed the normal Cup World service, which means they are going to serve each course one by one. My starter has arrived. I've got a cauliflower soup, and there's a bread with some butter, and looks like there's some couscous. Bon appetit. So we'll see how this cauliflower soup tastes like. It's okay. So my lunch has arrived. I ordered the slow roasted short rib of British beef, Usually, with beef, what I experienced before on BA is that they overcook it and it's really chewy. I hope it's different this time. Bon appetit. Let's see how this beef tastes like. This is really good. It's really tender and not at all chewy. If you enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to my channel with notifications enabled. That way you won't miss another video from me. So my dessert has arrived. It's a chocolate pudding. So let's see how this chocolate pudding tastes like. Wow, it's really good, very chocolatey. So that was a really fun movie, Bullet Train. I recommend it definitely. But now it's time to go to sleep. So here, by pressing these two buttons, you can adjust how open the shade is. I'm gonna turn it down. It's dark now. So to turn the seat into a bed is very easy. You just turn this dial. Okay, I've turned the seat into a bed. On the other side of the Atlantic. Good afternoon. So I had a great sleep of 4 hours, and now I've woken up and I have changed it back to my normal clothes, just in time for the afternoon tea. So the afternoon tea has arrived, and there are basically two options: meat options and veg option. Obviously, I chose the meat option. It looks okay, so we'll take in. So I finished the sandwiches, and now there's a sponge cake and there's a scone which I assembled together. Gonna try those as well. So we've got about an hour left before we arrive. So we are getting very close to Nassau now, and we're going to be landing in about 10 minutes. We just landed at the Nassau International Airport.
Please remain seated with your seatbelts securely fastened until the fasten seatbelt signs have been switched off.
Overall, I had a great flight. Originally, I was expecting the new club suites and was looking forward to do a proper review on it. However, the first class seat is even better, and it was a great pleasure to show you what it's like, even though it's with the Cup World Surface. Thank you for watching this video. See you in the next one. Ciao.
You look cold. You ready